I've had a lot of tailwinds in life. I've had some extraordinary tailwinds in life. The parents I drew and so forth. But one of my great tailwinds, when I was 13 years old, this funny guy from Omaha used to start showing up and staying with my family whenever he came. I'm from New England, and we were living near DC, and he would show up and stay with us. And my parents used to let me skip school to hang out with this guy because he was so smart. And in the space of half a dozen conversations, he really changed my whole direction in life, the way I saw the world, the way I thought of things. No one had ever heard of him back then. His name was Buffett. And it was just mid-70s. He wasn't a famous guy back then, but he went on and became a pretty famous capitalist. Anyway, Warren Buffett, so he taught me when I was at 13, 14, 15, thinking about life, thinking about business, a lot of really basic principles. One of which I'll mention is that he said that if you ever buy a share of stock, you should only buy it even if the market were going to shut down for 5 years tomorrow. So that makes you stop thinking about trying to buy something on a up bounce, and instead you're thinking about, do I really want to own this chunk of a business? Well, that has a direct application to running a business. When you run a business, you should always think of what it is you're trying to build over 5 years and not trying to please an audience in the next month or the next quarter. Well, I've had this enormous tailwind in that most of my life I was able to turn to this funny guy in Omaha for advice on different business issues that came out my way and different propositions and such. In 1999, and I ended up going and running, as Alan mentioned, a group of companies for him at one point. And then I retired and I was off teaching, but this idea for Overstock came along.